A very good evening from Konza TV. I'm Vincent Odoyo, and today we want to talk a little things here and there. Now, yesterday, President Uhuru Kenyatta visited Raila at his current home for dinner. Today morning, they went ahead to inspect some ongoing projects in Nairobi, and after that, they went to State House. Now, what are some of the things which these two could have discussed during their stay together? Now, in my opinion, we have four things that they could have discussed. Number one reason why Uhuru could have visited Raila is to congratulate him for having defeated COVID. No, Raila just tested negative after the ailing from COVID. And now the president took his time, went to congratulate his brother for having defeated COVID and was now in good health. Number two, they must have discussed about the political temperatures in these countries, and they must have talked about how they are going to cool down the political temperatures. We know of the upcoming ODM presidential nominations, where we have the candidates, the three candidates. We have Oparanya, we have Joho, and we have Raila. Now, I'm very sure that President must have told Raila to hold on with the nominations, because by carrying out the nominations, then it was going to elevate the political temperatures of this country to another level. We know now, as it stands, there's one candidate who must run for the presidency, come rain, come sunshine. That is the Deputy President, William Samoei Ruto. Other people have not declared so strongly. We know of Mudavadi, we know of the likes of Peter Kenneth, but then these other candidates have not declared strongly as the Deputy President William Ruto. So, by ODM carrying out their nominations, then it means that Ruto will identify his competitor. You know, in politics, one thing you have to do is to identify your enemy, who is your competitor. Then, after identifying the competitor, then from there you begin the real politics. So, Ruto will identify his competitor from the other side, ODM. So that must have been discussed, that they hold on the nominations till a time that will be favorable. Number three is the BBI. You know, BBI, in the past few weeks, when Raila was seen to have been betrayed by the President Uhuru Kenyatta, BBI was said to have decreased drastically in its popularity. Now, they must have discussed on several strategies on how they were to bring it up again. Because, you know, if BBI fails, then President Uhuru shall be seen as a lame president together with his brother Raila. Because this was their own project. And so by BBI failing, it will be a big blow to them. And Ruto will have really benefited. So they must have discussed a well-laid strategy on how they are going to give it, on the approach they are going to give it. Number four is their relationship. The relationship between Raila and Uhuru Kenyatta in the past few weeks, about 2 weeks, was seen to have eroded seriously. And so many people had alluded that Raila and Ruto were reading from the same page politically. They were seen to have been betrayed by the president. And president was seen to have been on the side of Gideon Moi, who was seen to be supporting the KENYAN alliance. Because there's a by-election in DC, and both ODM and Jubilee have fielded candidates for the same. So this is contrary to what we have seen before, where if an ODM lost a seat by the MP, or rather the leader passing on, then ODM or Jubilee was to withdraw, was not to field the candidate at the same. But this is a case where ODM lost the seat, but now both ODM and Jubilee have fielded candidates for the same. So it was like a friendly fire, or rather, they could have disagreed on some things. So the relationship between Raila and Uhuru was seen to have eroded seriously. So these two must have discussed on how they are going to stay stronger. Because tell me, how is Raila going to convince his supporters who had believed that he had been betrayed to come back and work with Uhuru? How is Uhuru going to convince his supporters so that Raila is not in their algorithm? So they must have discussed something on that, on their relationship. And lastly, they must have discussed on how they are going to have a united country. You see, during this COVID pandemic, people are so divided. The country is so divided on the COVID restrictions, and these have political bit of them. So they must have discussed on how they are going to unite the two. They are going to unite the country going forward. And lastly, if you're watching this video for the first time, I want to request you to subscribe and just give this video a thumbs up button so that it can go viral. Thank you so much for watching this video, and keep watching for more video like this. Thank you.